a RoboCop. Fuck off.
I don't know. I looked around. I see 10 of them. Next thing you
I
know,
think cops should have to also fear gangs.
Why was there 10 of them in the
Yeah,
cul-de-sac?
I don't know.
30 minutes into a tsunami. I don't understand what is going on.
Alpha and Vinewood
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that.
Code 4.
Well, no, why we were there is because, well,
353
actually,
dispatch.
I'll explain that to
Who
you
was-
in your
Well,
interrogation.
we can't hit a bank. 30 minutes into a tsunami. So why the fuck are there 10 cops
explain it to
down
me,
at the
please.
cul-de-sac? 30 minutes into a tsunami. How does that make sense?
Ah, please, Mr. Paul!
Answer the question.
Okay, I will. Let me turn off my
Nobody
radio.
searched the key.
Okay,
It's a simple
so
question, really.
we got calls that there was suspicious activity in the area, and I was lurking around.
Suspicious. Oh, let's detain him. Of course.
Yeah, that's not right. That's actually incorrect. There's no
Shit, we in the
actually no
hood,
shot.
bro. Of course.
So, Mr. Paul, so actually, when the shootout started, I believe there were only 4 or 5 cops on the scene. And I kid you not, the other 30 were at PD fucking off. I called for the 30 before the shootout came, but the 30 never came. So there was 4 or 5, but it was the backup that came and.
Well, it doesn't
got
really
you
matter. It's literally 30 minutes of tsunami, and literally half the PD is deep in the fucking cul-de-sac.
I've
Like,
seen at least 6 or 7 cop cars.
That is crazy. I mean,
the
it doesn't
shooting
even
even
make sense
started.
because we can't hit a bank, we can't hit a jewelry store, we can't do shit for 2 hours. So why the fuck can you literally raid our houses like that so early? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense.
So the reason for that is because there's crime still happening. Now, it's not a bank. I'm not gonna be sitting at the front of people's houses waiting for people to sign into Oxy. I'm not
But
gonna
that's
do
what
that.
you were doing, though. You guys were literally stacked in front of the Mendo's house.
So the reason that was is because what people like to do is that they know we're in a meeting, and people just quickly go and sell as many drugs as they can, knowing that we're in a meeting and we don't do anything. I'm not about
you
that.
Man, it looks like
assume
you're on
thing.
drugs, motherfucker.
Yeah,
No, it does. We
this
get
doesn't
like
make any sense.
30 pings for drug sale activity in areas all across Los Santos.
30 pings.
So
Crazy,
we're not
bro.
responding to banks, and I know that there's like a limit for like 45 to 2 hours, but there is still crime happening. People are still stealing cars. People are still shooting each other. People are still selling drugs, and we can't like turn an eye to that. You know what I mean? It's not like there's 45 minutes where we can't we just let people sell drugs. Now, unfortunately, because there were no banks and it was nothing major, no one boosting, no banks, you did get the shit out of the stick, and you got all the cops coming down here because there's literally nothing else. And when shots were fired, that's when you were asking for it. That's when.
So what would
comes.
happen if I went to the bus stop 10 minutes into tsunami and I started blasting every cop I see on duty?
No one should be doing that. As a cop.
I mean,
10 minutes.
I mean,
I wouldn't. As a cop, I wouldn't be looking for crime 10 minutes into tsunami. Like that. Like that's fucked up for a cop to do as well. But then again, if people are fucking around, then they're fucking around. But if people are actually trying to do something that benefits them, whether shoot an opposing gang member or sell drugs that gives them a monetary benefit, that's when things change. And there were a lot of cops, but trust me, it was not the entire force. I think I do not know how many cars there were, but I think there were 3 to 4 cars, and I think there was 4 to 6 officers.
I mean, if you were saying that the PD was down bad with 5 or 6 officers literally running through the tsunami for a suspicious thing that didn't happen, I don't know. To me, that sounds kind of really ridiculous.
So the reason why there were so many cops is because every time we've come down to the borders, they have just shot us. That's why usually.
Maybe
What? That is a fucking
Yo,
lie.
that's a
Shut the
lie,
fuck
bro.
So we're
up. I've
37.
never shot
So
up.
when
I'm
that's a
finna
lie,
start
bro.
shooting,
When it comes
so you see
to
what it actually means.
suspicious
Take a
activity
fucking shot.
clause,
That's big
You're
cap,
a
bro.
fucking liar.
usually it's between
Yeah,
1
that's
to
cap.
3
Such a
cops.
fucking liar.
It's
Christ.
usually between 1 to 3 cops. But we have been told by higher ups, if you go down into the cul-de-sac, you bring the force. And that's what I had to do, sir.
Apple.
I'm gonna
Right, that
process this.
early. So what happens if I
Apple
bring the force?
pen.
I mean, 20 minutes of tsunami at the PD, and I just door camp you.
Well, sir, I wasn't trying to door camp you, and I'm sorry that you feel that
I mean,
way.
you door camped Mando. Literally, you door camped him.
But the problem is Mando is selling drugs at his door. So what am I meant
Nah,
to do?
he wasn't. You have no evidence of that. You door camped early tsunami with the whole force. If I did that to the PD, I mean, I would go to the Bahamas. You don't understand that, right?
I understand. So the reason I completely understand your POV. It's like it's only just 20-30 minutes into the tsunami and I'm sitting at the front of someone's door. I wouldn't like it if someone did that to me. I'm sure Mr. Dundee would be very upset.
Well,
You're
if I got a
correct.
squad and we four-manned and we just hit at the PD and we waited till the cops came out and we just blast everybody, how would you feel about that?
Well, we weren't going
20
down
minutes
there.
in tsunami.
Well, the reason I wasn't going
I
down.
asked you, Chris, sir, what would
If
you
someone
feel
had
about that?
if someone, so I would be bad. I would feel bad. It would be terrible. I would not be happy
Okay.
with that. At the same time,
Right.
if let's say that you didn't have a mask and I could perfectly identify you, right? If you had a warrant and it was 20 minutes into the tsunami or 30 minutes till the end of tsunami, I wouldn't be chasing you. Honestly, if someone did, that's kind of fucked up. You know, people are just waking up. So when it comes to stuff like warrants, I usually don't chase anything until the hour. But if I see people are doing active crimes, which is what we didn't actually have anyone under arrest. We were waiting for the canine to sniff for drugs, but you guys took off. So we're like, okay, let's just detain them and wait until the dog's available. But then shots came off first. We weren't actually arresting anyone. Like you weren't under arrest. None of the other guys were under arrest. We just wanted to check one person, and if it was fine, then you were all going to be free to go.
Okay, so basically, there was no ping, no suspicious, nothing.
No, there were pings. There
we
were
got
pings.
door camped. We're all waking up and chilling, and now we're spending an hour and a half, 2 hours incapacitated in jail waiting, and then we're gonna go drive another 2 hours. That's 4 hours of wasted time just because you want to door camp early tsunami.
Hey, bro, it's all good, bro. Just let it go, man.
Hey,
It's all
so
good,
here's what
bro.
we're gonna do. Given how long that there is incapacitation, and I know how you feel, I'm not gonna send you in for the full time. Obviously, I can't change the fine, but like I said, I don't camp doors or wait for people or like look out for people with warrants. We got calls that there was active crime in your area, and we had to stop active crime. Like, if you guys are just chilling, like, I don't go down there and just see, ooh, these guys just waked up. Let me go and take some pictures. Maybe I can get them going into the houses and raid them. I would never do that, because that's scummy. But because it was active crime, then that's kind of where that's thrown out the window. But no, Mr. Paul, I know exactly how you feel. If I was in your shoes, I would be fucking to the top of Reddit. You know, I know how you feel. So trust me, I sympathize with you, buddy. I really do.
All right.
Okay, let me just speak with the other officers, and we'll get this as fast as possible.
Man, who was that?
And this guy here with the bandana, he was the one, he disobeyed a peace officer
Crocs ugly ass
and
haircut, bro.
resisted, I guess he didn't resist arrest because we told him he wasn't under arrest. Him, I would give him probably 2 counts of
Chat, chill.
murder
Old dog,
valio.
Head popped.
And John Paul,
Ty, you
I
good,
believe
bruh?
would be something.
Yeah, big chillin', bruh.
Do we have any
Chilling about your
like,
baguette? You chilling, bro?
do we have any possessions of drugs on
Chilling, hell
anyone?
yeah, that's what's up.